What's up, Aries? Welcome to Scorp Queen Intuition. Welcome back, guys, if you're here with me again. We're going to tap into your energy, how your person feels, and the situation. All right, this could resonate if your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements are in Aries, as well as cross watchers. Let's go ahead and get into it, see what you need to know. Okay, let's see. Is it that Aries needs? Okay, I thought another card was going to come out. Oh, you're so smart. Your intellect turns me on. You're so smart, and I really enjoy our conversations. So someone really loves talking about you. They think you're very smart. They think you're very informed. Maybe you guys have good, deep conversations, and you have the same interests, and you might have taken them by surprise to, to find out that you knew so much, okay? There is something that this person admires about you, Aries, okay, or vice versa, all right? It says, will you listen? There's so many things I want to say to you, but will you hear me all the way out? Will you believe me? Okay, so maybe there's some things that they want to talk about, but they might feel like they're a little far out there, but they don't know if you can hang with them, but you can hang with them, Aries. Okay, you might have studied a lot of different things, or there's just some things that they just didn't expect you to know, right? And you do. So maybe you guys are into the all spirituality. You can just go deep on every subject, just talk about so many different things, and they like that turns them on. Okay, they probably used to dealing with bird brains. And it turns them on that you actually are not just maybe attractive, but smart as well. Okay. All right. Let's see. Look at that. I'm so attracted to you. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? And then at the bottom, just being near you is intoxicating. See, it's that mind fuckery. they getting in your mind, vice versa. The deep conversations, those intimate conversations, and I don't mean like mind fuckery, like they're manipulating. That could be that, but I mean like the maybe you guys may be like sapiosexuals, like deep conversations turn you on, smart people turn you on, or vice versa. And to be able to have these conversations, it just drives them crazy. Okay, now if this applies to you, apply it to you. Okay, it could be. Okay, now let's see if these cards resonate, because this is a very different message here from what these cards are here today. So let's see what's going on. Okay. What does Aries need to know? Okay. You have what if. Okay. Regrets over analyzing. Imagine future. So you guys might be overthinking things, right? Like you don't want to talk about certain things. You don't want to open up to this person about certain things. You might feel like they might think you're crazy. Like, what if they think this about me? What if they be like, okay, they're a little bit too deep or too into dark stuff, or you just don't know if you can be yourself with this person. But remember, the person that's for you is going to accept you, right, as you are. Now that don't mean that parts of you that you need to grow in, people have to accept you just because they love you. That just means that they would accept those things that you feel awkward about, or you feel weird about, or you feel that are very close or intimate to you. Okay, they will cherish those things. Okay. Oh, you're my drug. Wow. Craving, highs and crashes, emotional addiction. So this is a strong chemistry between you and this person. Like, the more you guys talk, the more they just want to jump your bones. I don't know who this person is you dealing with, but they haven't come to you now. If they haven't come to you yet, guys, be prepared that somebody that is going to come to you, that's coming in your energy. The conversations you have is going to turn you on. The more the conversations you have, the deeper the bond is going to grow, and the more the sexual attraction is going to grow as well. Okay, let's see, what else do we have here? Love me or leave me. Back and forth feelings. Unstable affection. Okay. So be careful, guys, that you guys don't start out with such passion that you find out that you're not compatible in other areas, okay? Because just because someone can talk to you about the sun, the moons, and the stars all day, don't mean they're doing the everyday work, right? Don't mean they're doing the spiritual work. So just make sure you're not getting caught up with this person. I do feel like this is somebody that you're going to be very attached to, and it may be very easy to get a very codependent attachment to this person because of how intense it is beginning, right? So be careful of that. They could be a type of person that may be very in and out, okay, as well. So they might be the type of person that gets you very hooked and then they pull away, okay? And that's that hook and bait. They bait you in and then they pull back, okay? So, be mindful of that because they could, be the type that, as soon as things get intense with someone, they don't know how to take it and they may pull back. So, keep yourself guarded on that. Oh, I see at the bottom left on red here. Okay. So let's see. Okay. Too many cards. Let's see. What else can you tell us about this connection here? Okay, you got choose me, self-love, emotional maturity, clean break. Okay, so see, this is what I was saying, guys. If you got to be grounded in yourself, have that emotional maturity to deal with this, even with the intense energy. All right, you might not be wanting this person to know that you're feeling this extreme passion for them as well, because you may be worried about this. If this is not something you have to worry about with this person, this is something you're just worried about in general, right? Getting attached to someone, really giving in to someone, and then them making you feel like you have to beg, or they want to love you one day and leave you the next. You are a little bit hesitant about that. So you might have your guard up here a little bit with this person as well. You have I choose me, okay? Self-love, like I said, emotional maturity, and clean break. So you might end up, if anything, if push comes to shove, you're going to leave this person behind if they did start to try to play some sort of emotional games. You don't have time for that, right? You're not built for that type of stuff. So you're not going to deal with that. You're going to choose you regardless, right? And you always got to choose yourself, guys. If this is someone that you do feel this intense passion about and you're going into this energy of feeling like you need to guard yourself, you see how she's looking over here at the what if, right? Like, what if, what if they don't, what if they leave me, what if they get me attached and then they pull away, what if they abandon me, what if I give this person my all, or really open up to them and tell them my deep desires, and we have all these deep intimate conversations, and then they leave me. Okay. So you have to realize you can't be afraid here as well, and start to think about those negative things. Like it says, imagine futures. So you're imagining a future here that maybe you might feel like this person may abandon you. So you might have your, fears here, but at the end of the day, choose you, okay? That's what you have to think about here at the end of the day. Let's see. So somebody here, if they do try to play games, they're going to realize that you're not going to stand for that, though. Okay. All right. And you have, it wasn't love, it was control. Maybe that's a reminder to you guys that whoever the person was the last time, that you gave your all to, that you did open up. Maybe they used it against you. I'm getting like an energy of maybe you did open up before. You did give someone these deep feelings. Someone in the past was your drug, but they used it against you. They used it as a means of control, is what I'm feeling. So you do have this is why you have your reserves when it comes to really opening up to this person. I don't want to tell this person too much because they may use it against me later or use it to control me. Okay. Now, so also, guys, when it comes to this right here, if you do meet someone new, and like I said, and they start to pull away, they start to get you wrapped up and get you all intense in your feelings, and then they try to pull away from you, that's a means of control. Okay, they want to get you hooked in, like I said in the beginning, that bait, and that reeling you in. They want to reel you in, get you in your emotions, because they're trying to get you in this hook, this codependent, because they feel like if once they do that, if they get you attached to that chemistry, that passion that they've shared with you, once they pull back, you're going to have this addiction. Like I said, you're my drug. You're going to have this addiction to reach out, come towards them. You guys all know how people do. You know, they'll get you all caught up in your feelings and do all the shit that they need to do to get all of the energy heightened between you two, and then boom, they're gone, or they pull back, or they start to be distant. It's all in a to control. Okay. Okay, let's see. What else do we have here? That's why you got will you listen? Yeah, will you listen? Because it's like, I don't want to open up to you and you use it to control me later, or you use it against me, or, like it says, power play, possession, power play, ego. Okay? You use it as leverage, You have patience. Some things still need time to be dealt with for this connection to manifest. Oh, okay. I see. That's what's going on. So you do need to be patient with yourself. Be patient with this person. This is something that can transform into something beautiful, but someone has to maybe put some fears aside. Okay. Be patient with the situation. Wait it out. Okay. So I am getting a sense that, what you're holding on to is someone from the past that try to control things here. And so with this, maybe you haven't felt like this about someone in a long time. And so now it's sparking a lot of, fears here. Look at that. Beware of codependency. What did I say? Addictive behaviors are affecting your romantic life. You see, so be mindful of these addictive behaviors that this person may be trying to create here, or maybe they're not trying to create. Maybe it's just triggering this past when you did have these intense feelings for someone, this addictive energy, and it ended up taking a whole 360, right? Let's see what else we have here. Love your shadow. Accept and work with the flaws in yourself so you can learn to accept others as they are. So this always comes out when there's some energy that I'm picking up here, where there's a situation and you might have fears creeping in. You might have negative thoughts creeping up, and that's all a part of that shadow, right? That shadow needs to be dealt with. It needs to be faced. It needs to be healed, so you can be receptive to when someone is open and that passion is there, and you don't have to worry about if this person is love bombing you or trying to do things to control you, or just, get you hooked in so they can use it all against you later. You don't have to worry about that, right? At the bottom, you have twin flame. Oh, this person is your mirror soul. This person is your mirror soul. This is why this connection feels so sacred to you. Okay. And I was feeling like it feels so scary to you as well. Okay. Because it's something that's different, right? This is that person that is sent to you to help mirror back what you need to heal. And so now that this person may have these intense feelings for you, and your intensity is growing for them as well, it's scary, right? And it's triggering things that you see in your shadow that you need to heal, right? That will either break the connection, or if you heal it, it could build the connection, right? It's all up to you. Okay. At the bottom of this deck, guys, you have truth hurts, reality check, wake up call, clears eyes. So maybe you're realizing that you might be in your own way when it comes to really opening up and allowing a connection to take place. So do not allow, Beware of codependency, right? But also be aware of self-sabotaging. All right, it goes both ways, because something could be great and you could be sabotaging it. But something could be too great and you could be ignoring the fact that, it's creating a codependent. You have to be balanced. You have to be grounded. This is why you have I choose me. Because in the end of the day, no matter what someone is trying to bring to you, you have to choose you. What's best for you, what works for you, right? What keeps you grounded, not choosing anything that takes you off of your, off of your center. Let's see. What else do we have here for Aries? But ask yourself, instead of asking yourself the other things, ask yourself, what if this is the one? What if this is my twin flame? What if this is the love that came to love me into being healed, right? What if this is that person that's really for me, right? What if they are genuine? Start to ask yourself those questions, right? Because someone is hell of attracted to you. Mind, beauty, everything. You have Hand of Cards. Take a chance. Risk. Being strategic. Option. Not showing hand. Gambling. See, that's that. You being a little protective of yourself. You're not showing your hand. You might really be liking this person, but you're trying to play it cool. But the card also says take a chance. Okay, so you have to take a chance really to, really see. Okay, and that Hand of Cards, that's also like you being strategic, because you don't want to make sure someone's not playing games with you. They're not playing their cards right. Just doing all the right things. So you have seduction, attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third-party interference. So I definitely don't feel like it's a third-party interference. It's definitely the intense sexual energy that's between you two. Just being around this person, your energy just seduces them. You do have here at the bottom, just being near you is intoxicating. So, this person, it's like a very seductive energy that they feel. It's just a very intense energy they feel with you. Like, they want to jump all over you, like I said. Okay. A lot of attraction, a lot of flirting with you and this person. Karmic relationship, fleeting, triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go, and loving you. And you have ascending. I was going to say that's not going to stop there, because I don't feel like this is a karmic relationship. You've dealt with karmic relationships in the past, and you're dealing with the residual energy and pain and trauma from those past relationships. Look at this card at the bottom, ascending. Transcending obstacles, learning expansion, new phase, and preparing for union. Look at that. You guys, you don't realize this person is the person this is your person. This is the person that you went through every other person. You battled every other villain in every level, and then you get to the final stage and you finally get to the castle. You're right. You're finally there to save the princess, or vice versa, right? Your prince has finally arrived. That's the energy that I'm getting here. For some of you, this is someone that is going to love and admire every part of you, and they're going to help subside all of that past worry that you guys have. They're going to see that, and they're going to be patient with you. Okay. All right. Well, that was your reading. All right, Aries, that was very beautiful. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that bell, and I'll see you guys next time.